Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Trina, and in today's video I am going to be sharing with you all of the anime that I have watched for the month of January 2024. And I'm just going to get right into it because I think that if I am going to procrastinate filming this video, this won't get out or get made or get filmed because I did not do one of these for the month of December. However, since it is February 11 as I'm filming this, we are going to pick out for March's anime list, and I'm going to include the December one in that video. You'll find out when I get to it. But in any case, if you haven't seen my setup of anime, picking out my anime for each particular month of 2024, I do have two containers here, three rather, but two big containers here. This one is for all of the titles that I have yet to watch. So this is my to watch pile, and whatever I have finished watching, I put it in my watch pile so that we can see how much it grows. I do have different genres in different colors of paper, and I also have a tiny one here which is supposed to be my drop list. So whenever I picked out something and then I decided that I won't continue watching it, which I am trying to do, knowing that I have 300 titles in my to watch list, this is a good thing for me at least to give it a try. And if I don't like it, I won't have to force myself like I usually do. I don't have to force myself to finish it unless it is a challenge that I set out for myself, similar to last year wherein I watched badly rated anime. So I have to give those a chance. So for the month of January, I have, as you can see, one. And I will explain what that is in a bit. So this is my yearly and monthly journal wherein I put all of the monthly pages in. Sort of a bullet journal situation. We're going to turn to the page where I placed my anime list. I'm just going to do it like that, and I will put out photos of the posters of the anime that I have watched. I do have a list here to the side because I want to talk about this in order. So if you want a snapshot of what we're going to talk about, then this is it. I already have all of my ratings there, but if you want to hear me talk about them, then continue with the video. So we're starting with the very first one that I've watched, which is The Tunnel to Summer, The Exit of Vice. I gave this movie a 6 out of 10. It is about two characters discovering this tunnel that somehow miraculously revives something that was long gone or has long died, but when you exit the tunnel, a long time would have already passed for the person who entered. In a way, it is the movie is like a metaphor for grief and the length of time it takes to heal and move on from that said grief. It was quite unusual. It was visually pretty, but also very sad to think that it is also a romance, waiting for your partner to fully heal from the grief before putting more emotional responsibility over that person. So in a way it was pretty, in a way it was sad. I did give it a 6 out of 10 because I was hoping that there was something more to it, but in a way it's just giving these characters time for themselves to heal, to discover that there is more to life than just carrying their grief. And it is so much it is different for each and every person, and in exchange for them going into this tunnel and reliving those stories and moments with the person that they have lost, they exchange part of their lifespan, and that's the metaphor that I said earlier. So I don't necessarily say that it is something that you really have to watch, but if you have time, it's a good short watch of a movie. Next we have here is The Gene of AI. I gave this actually a 5 out of 10. This is about the advancement of society. It is sci-fi. So in this world, humans get integrated with AI parts, cybernetic parts, and they become humanoids. So once humans receive an addition or a, what do you call this, an improvement to their physical beings, or their anything that they're missing, if they put AI parts to it and connect their brain to their connective network or something, as long as they have robot parts in them, they are now considered humanoids, and humans and humanoids have different rights, so to speak. And we are following the doctor, the human doctor, who specializes in these humanoids and also is an underground doctor, wherein he does like illegitimate dealings during the night for like different people who does not want to publicize their doings, legitimate doings. So he does this in order to like gather information, because there is this law in the society wherein you are not allowed to make a copy of your consciousness, because it might end up being like sold in the black market, and you will technically have a clone of yourself out there without knowing it. So in a way, I like the plot line wherein like I think his mom got scammed and got cloned, like made a copy of herself and sold it somewhat. However, it's like very much the progress is very slow. Of course, we're still building like the world and building the society and understanding how the world works for this anime, but to me it's kind of a bit boring. So that's the second one that we watched. I forgot to mention that I was like, this list of anime that we have here at the top are the ones that I have picked out specifically because I was like either excited for them, interested in them, because I had a goal to start 2024 somewhat with a 10 out of 10 or at least a 9 out of 10 rating to have a good start basically for the 2024 watches. So the next we have here is Heavenly Delusion. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Now, Heavenly Delusion, I actually wanted to watch for quite a bit. It is one of those anime that I know that I am interested in because it's like post-apocalyptic, like in a very much survival horror situation with monsters and also like civil wars and moralities that are being questioned. However, it kind of fell flat for me because I have watched a bunch of like dystopian and like horror scenarios, survival scenarios that I have technically felt like I think I'm now like desensitized about those. So this struck me as more of like human problems with society when it comes to like survival basically, and not necessarily the monsters. Not necessarily something that I really say that it's good, but it's okay enough to watch. Next we have here is another movie. It is Goodbye Don Glees, which is supposed to be one of the nominees for the 2023 Best Animated Movies. Even though this is like it was showing like previous year. I forgot what year this was. But in any case, I was wondering why this was part of the 2023 Best Animated. Because yes, it was beautiful. Yes, it was about like growth of these young men who were actually falsely accused into setting a forest fire because they were there playing with fireworks, but not necessarily the ones who started the forest fire. And their friendship has been tested, and I, to be perfectly honest, did not particularly understand how one of them became part of the group and then suddenly disappeared. I didn't make that connection, so I gave it a 6 out of 10 actually. Because to me, I did not really enjoy that much. And to be fair, I actually watched this, like I went back to the part that I did not understand, and at the second watch, I still did not understand the story. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for Goodbye Don Glees. Next we have here is Monster, which, to be fair, I am very much happy with this. 10 out of 10, one of the anime that I have challenged myself for this year, wherein I choose 12 anime that have more than 50 plus episodes, and Monster was the first one that I picked because I already know that I would love this anime because I have read the manga and really loved it as well. This is about a neurosurgeon who operated on a kid that turned out to be a serial killer mastermind. And the story flow is very much similar to the manga. It's also fast-paced, at least for me that is. The mystery may not be there, but the tension is still there, so that's why I gave it a 10 out of 10. Next we have here Reborn as a Vending Machine, I Now Wander the Dungeon. Now I gave this an 8 out of 10, solely because one, it is pretty much a cursed anime for me. Fukujun is like one voice actor that my friends and I always have like inside jokes with. And this is one of his cursed roles wherein he is an inanimate object, and while I was watching it, I can't help but think that it is Vin that's talking, or like Lelouch, so that's why. And I ended up enjoying it actually. Not only that, also this anime is about a guy that is very much interested in like vending machines, like a vending machine geek of some sort, and he died when a vending machine actually crashed into him. Like, he got crushed by the vending machine, and he was isekai'd and was a vending machine in this dungeon. And he is not only like vending for food, he also has different like types that he could change into, which was very interesting. Next we have here is The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today. I gave this a 9 out of 10. I don't know, I forgot why I did not give this like a full 10, but it is about a stray cat who found a home with a loving but extremely disorganized woman, and to repay for her kindness for taking him in, he takes care of her home while she is away working. And it's like a very cute relationship with a human and a cat, but I don't know, I really forgot why I did not give this a 10 out of 10. And speaking of like cats and relationship with humans' relationship with their pet cats, I did also watch Nights with a Cat season 1 and 2. So this is like very much short videos, 3-minute videos of this guy's experiences with the cat that his sister has brought in when she lived with him. And it's very short. Each season has 30 episodes. However, each episode, as I said, is like 3 minutes or so. I really love the art style and how accurate the cat is, and I find that even though I myself do not own a cat, I do watch a bunch of like home videos with like pet cats, and like it's very much an adorable thing. The art style is very doodly, and I do recommend it. I saw these and like Bilibili, and just out of whim added it to the list. So at the bottom here you can see the yellow part. These used to be blank when I set this page up, and so whenever I add some anime that I watch that is not part of the previous list, I do add it at the bottom just so we could like track. Then next we have here is Summer Ghost. It's another movie. I gave it a 7 out of 10. It is about 3 people who followed the rumor of the Summer Ghost, who only appears to those people who are like near death's door and want to ask everything that has to do with like their death. And to be perfectly honest, I did not expect this to become like a murder mystery. I gave it a 7 out of 10. It was also beautiful, but my expectation did not connect with the expectation that I had for the movie's plotline. But still, it is a very sad movie, almost similar to like The Tunnel of Summer, but this time the one that is lost is like themselves and not other people. So trigger warning for like illnesses and also suicide. So yeah. Next we have here is Poco's Udon World, another 7 out of 10. This is about a guy returning to his old home, which was an udon shop after the death of his parents, and found a little tanuki taking refuge in the restaurant. It's adorable, it's wholesome, and I ended up knocking the score down a bit because in my expectation, I thought that the main character will start up the udon place, but it's more of like self-discovery rather than like reviving the whole restaurant thing. And it's a very cute childcare anime if you are interested in that, so I do recommend it. Next we have here is Vllo Hunter. Vllo Hunter. Did I not put it in here? I guess I did not put it in here, now that I realize. But Vllo Hunter, I gave it a 4 out of 10. It is a short horror anime. It's an OVA about a parasite living amongst humans and transfers from host to host. And the main character is a duo of like researchers. One is a professor and one is like a doctor, I think, that are vaccinating victims who got infected with this parasite. However, one of the 2 characters ended up having that infection, and like it's a struggle if whether or not his partner is going to kill him if he loses control of his body over this parasite. Give it a 4 out of 10. I know that it's low because I don't find the story that compelling. I think this is almost... Oh, I still have a few. I don't know why Sorry, I'm looking through the list and I don't know why I didn't put Vllo Hunter in this part. Anyway, next we proceed to Love After World Domination. I gave this an 8 out of 10. This is like the only romance... No, Tunnel of Summer is also a romance. But the only romance that I consider in this list, it is about a heroes group and a villains group, and the leader of the heroes group fell in love with the leader of the evil group. And what they do, this is a comedy, so what they do is that they sneak out of their operations just to spend time with each other, and none of their specific groups should know about their relationship. And I really recommend it. It's quite enjoyable. Next we have here is Spy Family Season 2, another 10 out of 10 for this month. I really enjoyed this. I really love that the season is more focused on your forger. If you haven't seen Spy Family, I do recommend it. It's fairly popular, so you don't really need me to tell you that this is a must watch. But I love that this is more of like your side of like the story. I'm very much happy that it is another 10 out of 10, which is a good sign. Next we have here is Soul Station. I did find the copy of this finally in Bilibili and decided to watch it. However, I should not have because it is a 3 out of 10. I do not recommend it. This was supposed to be like, they say is the prequel to Train to Busan. However, all of the characters are so unlovable. You don't feel pity if they turn into a zombie. One of my gripes with this movie is that the medical staff has no like prior concept to what a zombie is. Like none of them has an idea. And like seeing somebody attacking someone else and then go crazy, they still like go towards that person and not running away, which is kind of stupid. And like they think that the person is just going crazy and biting each other. I don't know. In any case, I do not recommend it. Next we have here is Mars Red. Mars Red, I gave it a 5 out of 10. It is supposed to be a vampire military historical drama with also a tinge of romance. The reason why I gave it a 5 out of 10 is because I really hated the main antagonist. Like, he acts like he's the smartest in the room. However, if pointed a gun to, he's like the wimpiest person ever. Like, he doesn't have a backbone, and I really hate that for antagonist. However, it was supposed to be a good historical drama, Japanese historical drama that is military. If it wasn't for like the main antagonist as well as the ending, I would have given this like a 6 or a 7, if I'm completely honest. Next we have here is Build Divide Code Black. I gave this a 5 out of 10 as well. This is a card game anime wherein the main character does not recall why he is in the society. However, he remembers that he has a mission to beat the king, which is like the best player of this Build Divide card game. That is how they like settle disputes using chips, betting chips, and then playing the card game. Very sci-fi, similar to like I should say almost like Pokemon-ish, but also like Shadowverse kind of gameplay. But I did not enjoy the story at all. It's like a very meh sort of story. Next we have here Lonely Castle in the Mirror. This is the last movie that I have watched for the month of January. I gave it a 6 out of 10. This is sort of like a storybook-esque fantasy drama wherein all of these kids are like not going to school, and they have been called into this castle in order to look for a key that will give them, like whoever finds the key first will give them will grant their wish. And I don't know, it's like very slow paced. It's also quite sad. I don't know why I keep picking like sad movies throughout January, but I did not really enjoy Lonely Castle in the Mirror that much. Except for like few points wherein how it all connected, like how all the 7 characters in the, or like 8 rather, 8 characters all connected, and it's like, yeah. So did I miss anything? Because I did have like missing some titles here in my script. But in any case, the one that I have dropped for the month of January, the single one that is in here is FCLC, which is, no, it's not FCLC. Oh my god, it is FLCL, because I remembered it's supposed to be Folly Collie, FLCL, I'm sorry. But I dropped it. It is a 6-episode OVA, I believe. It is avant-garde adventure. However, I started it like 3 minutes into the anime. I couldn't stand it because of its like humor. I couldn't stand that this girl who is the girlfriend of the brother of the girlfriend of the brother of the main character that died, and the main character is a little boy, and this grown-ass woman keeps clinging on to him in a very sexual manner, and I really don't like to watch that. So I dropped it at that, did not really give it much chance because it's like 3 minutes into the first episode, and like that's it. I didn't want to continue anymore, so that's why it's in the drop list. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoy. I hope you have recommendations. You've got recommendations and also thought twice about some of these that you were thinking of watching, but it's not actually worth it. In any case, thank you again, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, guys, take care and bye.